So they said the final house was gonna be huge, but this is a mansion. This is not a house. This is like an office building. It's huge. Just look at it. Hello, everybody, and welcome again. Why do you do this? Why? Huh? Why you gotta be mean like that, right? When we start every single time, you gotta come and be mean, you stupid jerk. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back again to Hello Neighbor Alpha 2. Okay, so we've got some more interesting stuff to explore. This is some weird stuff we're gonna be getting into today. So we're not even gonna stay in this map, you know, not just in this box, but not in this world. We're going to a new world today because we found something super special. So we're going to take a look at that today, and I think we're only going to take a look at that today. We have some other stuff that we're going to take a look at later today. So if you guys do want to see that coming later today, be sure to subscribe if you're not already. But let's go ahead and try this new thing, and let's go ahead and show you guys how to do it. So we go ahead and push the tilde key again, just like we do to get the ghost mode, and then we go open. Did I push the wrong keys there? I totally did. Alright, we go ahead and go to open, and then Neighbor 3, and that's how we do it. So if we go ahead and load this up, we get something pretty special here. Whoa, what's going on with the furniture, man? What's going on, bro? Okay, but here it is. I kind of went to ghost mode because we're trying to avoid the neighbor here because he spawns right there, and he can actually get us in this world, and he does spawn, which is kind of funny. I didn't expect him to, but this is Neighbor 3, so I believe this is supposed to be the final house. Seeing as how it's Neighbor 3 and Alpha 3 is supposed to possess the final house, I think this is meant to be it. And look at just how massive this thing is. So they said the final house was gonna be huge, but this is a mansion. This is not a house. This is like an office building. It's huge. Just look at it. It's absolutely giant. So we're gonna go ahead and explore it top to bottom today and see what all we can find, because there is some interesting stuff. There's actually a few different things that I want to point out that aren't actually in the game yet. Now, they're not anything super special, but they're kind of neat. And we could also pick up this camera, which I don't think we can do normally, but there it is. There we go. There's the camera. And then there's also this light source down here, which is like the light source behind the door, but it's in this window right next to a sleeping copy of the neighbor, which is really off-putting and weird. But we're gonna leave that for now and just not worry about it. Let's go ahead and start at the top and just sort of make our way through. So, actually, I guess we should start at the front door. That just makes sense. We're sort of invulnerable. He can catch us if we get near the floor, so we gotta be a little bit careful that he doesn't catch us. But just to start off out here, right here we have this weird little box right here. We've got some flowers in the ground, a generator, and we can kind of see underneath the floor, which I guess is kind of interesting. And then if we come down here, there's a bunch of nothingness. This is all empty. There's that room right there, which is empty. That's not a room. That's just an empty block, and then those are just two walls. There's nothing on the other side of those. We've checked them out before, but I just wanted to let you guys know there's nothing underneath the map here. We've even tried falling for a good 30 minutes, and nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. Okay, so this is the initial room. So in this room, we've got a lot of space, and you can see right away, there's the basement door, which is kind of interesting. So I'm guessing that they're gonna stick with that, and we even have some fireworks over there. He's really not happy with us being here. And he's got his milk and his TV, and there's even a lockpick right there. But there's the basement door, and I think we'll go ahead and start with that there, because he can't get behind here. So this is what's behind this basement door currently. It's not really much of anything. It's kind of interesting that it's here, but there's nothing in it. So that's that for now. And then there's this door over here, which comes from this hallway. And this hallway has cords and stuff hooked up to it, which is kind of weird, seeing all this stuff hooked up to these things. And I don't know what they go to. In fact, we should probably try and figure that out, see if they do go to anything. There it goes. It wraps around and goes to this bookshelf. So I'm guessing, oh, there's going to be a secret passageway behind a bookshelf, because that's clearly locked off. So that's kind of neat. And it looks like we're going to even have some platforming stuff going on here to get this special key. So they've got like some stuff set up in like in a way, in a manner that makes sense a little bit, which is kind of interesting. Just a little bit, though. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It just makes a little bit of sense. So let's see where else that goes to. Goes around to a generator. All right, so there's a generator on the second floor. Then you have to go back down to the first floor to flip it, which is kind of weird. All right, but we've seen this room. This room's kind of interesting. We've seen below this room. It's an empty box. Back up here, we've got another room, which is completely empty right now. This comes from that room. Just sort of buggy. You can see it comes from this hallway, and then this one comes from this room. So there's that layout. And then this is above the room down here, which is touching something. I don't know. It's all very confusing. So that right there is the basement door room. So continuing on in this direction, we have another key which is lit up. So they seem to be doing this pretty often. They've got the keys in like these special spots. And then these are the walls that I was talking about below the map. You can see there's nothing here. Sadly, it looks like there might be, but then there just isn't. So up above here, though, we actually have even more stuff. So this is completely empty. But if we come this way, we've got more stuff. There's a random lawnmower right there, and then there's big staircase leading up to there, which is kind of neat. It's kind of suspicious and ominous looking, but it's neat. And the neighbor actually currently has pathing throughout this entire house, and I don't know if that was intentional. Maybe he just automatically paths to his objects that he interacts with, but he'll go to sleep and he'll drink his milk and he'll do all those things, and it's kind of weird seeing him do that in these big empty spaces. But you can see there's a lot of just empty rooms. Some of it is furnished and some of it looks like it's almost complete, and then other parts of it just is a total mess. All right, let's see. I think we've covered about half of the house. Ah! You scared me a little bit, buddy. You scared me. Okay, so this right here is sort of the line drawn right at that point, is the line drawn from the middle room where that wall ends. So let's try and stay above the ground here so he doesn't get us. There he is. Okay, but if we go in that room that he's currently in, we'll go ahead and fly above him so he can't get us. Yeah, I know that you're there. We've got ourselves sort of a bathroom. It's a massive bathroom, but it's a bathroom. And on the other side, we have the rusty key and the stuff we were looking at before. So that's kind of interesting. But more interesting than that, we have this staircase. Okay, I don't know where. The hell? I don't know what he did to catch us there, but we're just gonna ignore that and go back to where we were since it's close anyways. Okay, so over here, where is this? Here's the staircase. Okay, so this staircase leads up to this locked room, which is this really weird environment. And this is the first place that we came to. But there's a bunch of boxes, and then we have this going on. And you can actually activate this and get up there. So you can sort of climb up all of this and make your way up there. And you can see there's a hide here sign sitting up there. And then we have the original furnace. Now there is a new sort of furnace that they've added in this recent update, but we have the old furnace here too, which is kind of interesting. Is this not connected to power? Oh, I thought it was. I guess not. But that is meant to raise up so that we can jump up there, I'm pretty sure at least. But we have two beds up here, which is kind of weird. And then this is where that camera was, where we were before. Okay, and then there's this last room, which the staircase leads all the way up here. So you'd think this is going to be a pretty important room. Like, I would say this is going to be like a key overlooking room. It's a really creepy space, but it's there. And then I think back over here is where the lawnmower is. Yes. Okay. That's a good chunk of the house explored so far. And you can tell that took us so much time already just going through those bits of the house. Like, that's not even close to it. And this thing is just absolutely massive. But if we come in here, we've got ourselves a crowbar on a table and a ladder going down. And this is one of the more interesting rooms. Actually, wait. No, this one in here. Yes, where this ladder goes to is one of the more interesting rooms because it leads over to this room right here. And he, I believe, will actually come in here and like go to sleep in here, which is kind of weird. But this is one of the more furnished rooms. And even below this, you can see we have a really furnished room. And it's got like a slanted half ceiling right there. It's just like an unfinished ceiling. And I think that they're eventually going to carve that out. So obviously right now this is all totally flat, but I think they're going to carve it out so like this bit here is actually going to be a flat roof leading up, so it won't be quite as directly massive, like just a giant block as it is currently. But you can see there's like a fully furnished kitchen in here, which is kind of weird. Like, this is the one room that's like totally furnished, and we even have a mannequin's arm in the sink for whatever reason they decided to put that there. So, but it's got like everything you could want in a kitchen, you know. You've got your sofa in front of the fridge so you can watch your postcards while you eat. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, so I think we're getting close to the end now. I don't entirely remember. Okay, so we've got this room over here. That's the ladder leading up to that room. So what's in here? This is the big space. Okay, and over there is the big stair room. So that means this should be the regular entrance room with giant columns. Yes, that's right. Okay, so I think that is the main tour of our beautiful house. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's got fireworks and everything in it, and it's so weird. It's like really, really weird. But it's super neat that this is all here. And a lot of these doors and everything still work. So you can see that one clearly still works. He sees us. So we can actually run around and try and like complete some objectives here, but there's not really any end game going on here. Because when we go to that basement, there's no like third alpha basement currently. It would be really cool if there was, but there just isn't at the moment. But I'm really liking it, and just looking at how massive it is, I'm so excited for Alpha 3, because this means so much for the game. Because currently we're in a state where we're in this temporary house, which is really neat and it's fun to explore, but it's a very temporary thing. And I think that they actually did use the TwitchCon build partially because of that, because they didn't want to put too much work into a house that they weren't going to stick with. But they knew they weren't going to be able to have that ready on time. Ooh, I didn't notice that there. I did absolutely nothing, but it's there. But as I was saying, I'm pretty sure that they just used the TwitchCon build because of that, because it was a mostly finished build. It had a lot of the artwork already done and everything, and it was pretty polished. So it's neat to explore that and have that for now, but I'm so excited for this. This is the real thing that we're all pumped for. This is what we all want to see, is this giant house right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop down off of our floating ghost cloud up here and just have a little walk around on this top layer up here and see. I want to see where some of this leads. He might end up catching us. Alright, so let's go have ourselves a walk around here. But this is super neat. So if you guys do have anything that you want me to test in here, look at that texture for that stairway. That's kind of neat. But if you guys do have anything you want me to test in this weird Neighbor House 3, leave them in the comments down below, and we can definitely have a look at a few things. But it's super creepy. Like, it's real creepy, and everything works, which feels even more creepy. Like, nothing should work in its current state, but all the items still do what they're meant to do. Was that a fire? Oh wait, that's the furnace on the other side. Okay. Okay, but if you guys do want to check this out for yourselves, just head to the start of the video. You can see what we did to get ourselves in here there. But it is super neat, so definitely leave your comments on what you guys think of this and anything you would like me to see, like me to try in this, because we can definitely try some stuff. There's not really a whole lot going on around the world. You can see it's just the house that they're working on here, but the house is looking awesome, and I'm super pumped for it, and I hope you guys are as well. But that's gonna be it for today, everybody. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little walkthrough of the Neighbor's third house, which is coming hopefully soon. Hopefully this is what we think it is, and the house is actually gonna be this massive. It's possible that they were just screwing around and threw everything in here for no good reason, but hopefully that's the case. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today, everybody. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Neighbor's new house.